Yeah, it's your boy E3, son of the legendary Godfather, gangster rap, Eric Easy, Wright. And yeah, you rockin' with NUGL TV. You know, we rich and ruthless, baby. Once again, NUGL TV, rich and ruthless, baby. We choose to keep it real. Really though.
Well, we're back again with another edition of NUGL TV. How you been, E3?
Oh, I been.
Where you been?
Oh man, watching them games.
I know. How was your weekend?
Went to see the little ones. Other than that,
Ain't that a beautiful thing?
NFL Sunday.
Yeah, everybody was tuned in.
And today, you know how it goes.
Well, you know my motto, I didn't give a fuck.
Nah, sometimes
I wasn't looking at TV. I was looking at the Trump-Ukraine saga.
Oh, yes. It's going down.
I feel for my future vets out there that want to get down but can't get down. You dig?
Really don't.
We're going to tear their asses up out there. Today we have a special. What?
Oh, you want to put it on?
Can you lead
I
us
started
into
the
this
trend,
today?
huh? We'll just keep it original. We have a very important guest, and we're going to let you break that down and let everybody know who you are and why you're here.
Who is our important guest?
Well, my name is Denise Smith.
Denise.
Yes, I am the owner and chef at Dirty Girl Edibles. I also have my own catering business.
Can we do this? Start this off right. Can we get a round of applause for my homegirl?
Why do we do that?
Man.
Now I'm hungry.
I know.
I ain't ate this morning. I ain't gonna
In
lie
the
to
game
you.
we in, I know.
I ain't ate shit.
Did you medicate on your way in?
I didn't either. I mean, I hit my pen, but I didn't, I said if I do that, I'm going to probably, no, I can't do that. I need some food.
This is Dirty Girl. This is some Dirty Girl stuff right here. I can imagine. I got forced to eat something by one of our executives here today. Okay, Ms. Esther. Forced me to eat some infused caramel Dirty Girl edibles.
Yes.
And it was very tasty.
Thank you.
That's a couch treat.
Let's talk about the Dirty
Yes.
Girl edibles.
You see? It's a couch treat. Stretched out.
On the phone.
Man.
Just zoning out on social media.
Yeah.
Smile straight to the ears.
I know. I can tell you this. If you have a very low tolerance level, just a couple bites
Yeah.
will
of
get
course.
you like, okay, I feel
Of
good.
course.
Huh?
I try to educate people when I provide them with some type of edible.
Yes.
I do have CBD products and THC products. Everything is not always for everyone.
Absolutely.
So if you have high blood pressure, I might suggest, and you've never indulged in any marijuana products, I might suggest CBD.
Yeah.
If you're an individual who, like I have a girlfriend, she has a problem sleeping. She does not want to smoke marijuana because she looks at it like it's crack.
Yes.
But she'll consume a lollipop, and she'll let everyone know.
Yeah,
that
straight
I will
up.
yeah.
Right.
Because it helps her with her sleep.
Right.
So,
I remember back in the days, I had a record shop in Compton. Actually, it was dedicated to his dad, Easy, and I was up and running. And the first edible lollipop that I knew that was going on was Chronic Candy. They had a lollipop, Chronic Candy, apple flavor. Yep, and it was shaped like a blow pop.
Oh, yeah.
And they was hitting it was wrapped like a blow pop, but had Chronic Candy on it.
Right.
Hey, they made a killing because of students at USC and UCLA couldn't smoke, going to class, and they can eat a lollipop while their professor was giving instruction. They killed it. That was the first, and then after that, the ingredients and the technology took off, and now we have Dirty Girl Edibles taking over the game.
Really don't.
Yes. So I try to give people an experience, not like a Rice Krispie treat or fruit. It's not that I can't make those products.
Yes.
I do.
Yeah.
But I try to take it to the next level because I am professionally trained as a chef. I try to think outside of the box.
Yeah, you have.
So, I try to separate myself from others, I might make infused puff pastries.
Okay.
I did an event where I did churros, and I did churro ice cream sandwiches.
Wow.
So the churro was in the shape of a circle.
Yeah.
And then that was the outside, like the
was in the
cookie.
inside.
And the ice cream was in the
hole?
inside. Yeah. Yes.
Come on.
Fire in the
Can
hole.
we go?
Yes. So try to take it to the next level. When I do, I just recently did a party for one of the Netflix writers for Claws, and then a gentleman that's on Insecure TV show,
Right.
Gene. I did their birthday party, so I did infused ice cream, and they had ice cream sundaes and champagne glasses.
Have everybody lit.
Oh yeah, they had the lollipops. They started off with lollipops. Then they went to the ice cream. Then at the end of the party, we provided them with popsicles that had different types of alcohol. But I also provided the food as well. So I just
Absolutely.
gave them a whole experience.
Yes.
So I try to provide an experience.
Wow.
And to leave a good taste in individuals' mouths.
What made you get into this?
So 3 things. I have a problem sleeping.
Okay.
Really, really bad.
Yeah.
My brain doesn't shut off. The other thing is I suffer from mental illness, so I have bipolar disorder.
Okay.
The next thing is I was in 3 car accidents in 1 year.
God is good.
Yes. My husband was in the military, so we moved a lot.
He's a vet.
Yes, he is.
Me too.
There we go.
Oh, yeah.
Give it
Arnold
up to the
Discharge
vets.
12 Bravo Combat Engineer.
Oh.
I'm down for We for Warriors.
Yes.
You hear
There
me?
it is.
All right.
Yes.
Yeah, I get a little bit of that.
So, with that, we were in Texas,
Yeah.
and I was just like, you know, I had tried everything for sleep, lavender, listening to sounds,
yeah.
just anything you could think
Holistic to the fullest.
of. Melatonin.
Yes.
I'm doing everything.
Wow.
And it just kept getting worse and worse and worse. Originally, I was diagnosed with having panic attacks.
Okay.
But later on, I find out from a doctor that your family physician cannot diagnose mental illness. So that was the
Right.
first thing.
Okay.
So the doctor diagnosed me with panic attacks and never.
That was
How
it.
did you come up with that?
Right.
You know, so when we were in Texas, I decided I need to go somewhere and get some type of treatment. Like there's something else going on with
Yes,
me. So
absolutely.
once I found a psychologist, went there, they tested me,
Wow.
and they said, no, you have bipolar disorder. I'm like,
Wow.
how did you come up with that? Like, I'm
Right.
fine.
Yes.
Because in my head, in the African American community, so long they say parents don't want to acknowledge mental illness. You know, if you tell your parents something is wrong, oh, it's nothing wrong with you, because if you take you to the doctor, they're going to label you.
Yeah.
Then that's going to follow you around
Yeah.
everywhere. That's what I was
Yeah.
taught.
Yeah.
So just push it under the table. You're
Right.
fine.
Right.
You know, but no, I wasn't fine. And I knew that I wasn't fine. The other thing is, at that time when we moved to Texas, I had a baby sister who was studying to be a doctor in clinical psychology.
Wow.
So she actually noticed that there was something wrong.
She has some in-home.
Yeah. So,
Yeah,
but
right.
because she was studying, she couldn't actually diagnose a family member.
Mm-hmm.
But I realized there was something wrong. So I went, like I said, and I got treated and became medicated.
Mm-hmm.
My husband was telling the doctor, like, I don't want her to smoke marijuana.
Okay.
So the doctor pulls out a chart and is like, this is what marijuana, these types of marijuana, this is what it does
Right.
for people with mental illness.
Wow.
He's like, she was self-medicating, but she was medicating herself with something to calm herself down because she knew that,
Yeah, there
you
was
know,
something there.
it was something wrong.
Yeah.
So what I did was I started learning, okay, let me just educate myself on how to use it. Like, I don't want to smoke just to get high and just be like,
Yeah.
you know, I'm smoking to calm down so I can be at everybody else's level,
Absolutely.
if that makes sense.
Right.
I don't drink coffee because I'm so high strung. So marijuana brings me down to everyone else's level. I recently graduated from school. My husband and I, we call it, we reinvented ourselves. Because after he was in the military,
Yeah.
he was a medic.
Yeah.
And in real life, what does that translate into? He was a
Wow.
training NCO and a medic.
Yeah.
But in real life in California, you can't take care of a family with what an EMT makes.
Exactly.
So we had to go back to school.
Okay.
So he went to school. He got his master's degree, and I got 2 culinary arts degrees,
Okay.
associate's degrees, one in cooking, the other one in baking, and I also got a degree in small business management and entrepreneurship, because I felt like when you run a business, you need to know every aspect.
Yes.
A lot of the friends that I talk to, oh, I'm a beautician, or I'm a doctor, I want to start my own practice. I know my trade,
Yes.
but I don't know the business side of what's going on.
Right.
So for me, I wanted to learn every aspect. That way, even if I didn't do the accounting, I know where my money is going. You know, but like I said, I got into the industry because, like I said, my back, my mental illness, and then sleeping problems. So it was like a combination of things. So then I knew the area that I lived in, because I lived in a predominantly white area.
Okay.
And it was an up and coming, not really nice area. You can't just be outside smoking.
It's some money there.
You can't just be outside smoking weed.
Right.
You know what I'm
Don't
saying?
do it.
So I was like, okay, what else can I do?
Yeah.
And I baked at that time.
Yeah.
So I said, okay, I'm going to get a book and I'm going to start figuring out how I can infuse some desserts.
Right.
How can I, so that way then they don't really smell anything. So that's how I got off into cooking the edibles. My mom was a cake decorator, so I already had that.
Wow, so much game.
My grandparents owned a restaurant in Chicago, and when I was younger, they ended up moving to Alabama, having a farm, and I would go there every summer, and I would learn how to kill chickens, how to farm, how to, you know, go outside and get whatever it is that I need and come back in and
I
cook
love
something.
that.
It's your country's
So,
lifestyle.
We're missing that in our culture.
We are.
Yeah,
we really
missing
are.
that.
My husband says they don't make them like you anymore.
No, absolutely no. That's
Because
all.
I'm
We
the
need
type,
that.
yeah,
Yeah.
I go and I say, hey, it's strawberries in Cali.
See?
They're $1. Let's go make some jelly.
right.
You know,
See? Right. No.
who's making jelly?
Point seen,
Ain't nobody
money
making
gone.
date.
No, that's
Right.
real.
Nobody want to be creative.
Nobody want, yeah.
Right,
No, I'm going to go to the store and buy that. Why would I do that?
Absolutely.
But for me, because I have the culinary background, I started learning what's in our food. That's another thing. So if I'm going to give my kids jelly, why don't I give them jelly that I know what I put in it? How about that? How about if I'm making the kids bread, I make them bread. I know what's in this bread. You know, so it doesn't have all the processed things and chemicals and things like that. You know, it's a little bit more all natural.
yeah.
But yeah, so basically that's why I got into it.
I
And
love
then
it.
my accidents, I actually was given a prescription for a wheelchair.
Okay.
When people see me, they're like, oh, like really?
It's over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I told myself, I said, you know what? I'm not going to keep taking all this medicine and I'm not going to get a wheelchair. Like I was 30 years old. I'm too young for that.
Lay down on the game.
Right. So that's another reason why I got off into it, because I was like, the medications I was taking, they up your medicine so much, and then they say, oh, we got to switch you to something else.
Yeah.
So I was like, what can I do to help myself? So this was all about how to help myself, because I know that if you're good, your whole household will run better. So the other thing is, we have children. My children don't understand, oh, I'm bipolar. I can't. They don't understand, because life still has to go on. And so some people ask me, how do you push through things like that? I said, because I have a whole family that's dependent on me.
Yes.
So,
True.
so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to push myself to get out of bed and do what it is I need to do.
Absolutely.
And push past what's going on in my
Right.
head.
Yes.
Because they don't understand.
Power.
You know, I can't sit there and tell my 3-year-old, oh, well, mama's having, you know, some issues today. You know, I'm really feeling down.
Right.
No.
Right.
So these were all the reasons that brought me to,
Yes. You know, one thing about, I kind of like, we passed this recreational bill. I say we because I got bamboozled into it too. But it has its good sides and its bad sides. It has its bad sides because of the distribution channel of it.
Right.
But it had its good side because it was able to legalize things for you to start your business.
Right.
See, before we wasn't even in that part of the game.
Right.
Nobody wasn't making fudge brownies and edibles and stuff like that. We were looking for the bag, the nickelback dime bag.
Right.
And then when they passed that recreational law, and then President Trump passed a farmer's bill, corporate America started buying up millions of acres of land just to grow CBD.
Right.
The hemp.
Exactly.
The hemp bill.
Exactly.
So there, I was actually watching a documentary. I know you was coming in. Just familiarize myself with the CBD and stay abreast of what's going on. They actually did a documentary on the 5 brothers who created the CBD phenomenon when they were like 17, 18, 19, 20. They started off with 100 plants in Northern California. Now they're multi-billion-dollar publicly traded company.
Right.
They started off with acre and a half. Now they own over 600 acres of just marijuana plants.
Right.
Yeah, and it's legal. And so the downfall for them was that they know how they created it and how they cleansed it and made it pesticide free.
Right.
He said, you don't know what you're getting now because the bandwagon got jumped on. Importing stuff from Japan already prepackaged, you know what I mean, for $1 tab, $1 capsule. Package it up, sell it for $5-6 wholesale. But basically, I like what you're doing, and I commend you. Can I get a commending? Now, I'm curious because I'm marketing and branding. I've been doing this for 20 some odd years. What made you pick Dirty Girls?
So.
Edibles is in the...
edibles is part.
Just Dirty Girls. Just
so my
marketing.
husband and I came up with this name.
Okay.
And he said, Dirty Girls represents where you're from. Okay. So the Dirty South.
Okay.
So that's most of my influences for the food. Yeah. So that's what that's all about. That's where that name comes from.
Okay.
The silhouette, he feels like it's a representation of me for some reason.
Well, I mean, it's just the branding part of it. It's woman owned.
Right.
I get it. I just be curious.
Yeah, and I see that it
Some
attracts.
people want to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it attracts men and women. Women say they like it because, oh, girl, I want to be a dirty girl.
Yeah.
And then men say they like it because it makes them curious when they see that logo.
Yes. No, I say that because actually one of our board members, Percy, has a company called This Is For the Ladies. And it's strictly for the ladies company. They throw events. They just want to start they partner with a young lady that makes bikinis. She does her own thing. So she has a lot of models that come to her. So now they're going to do something for the lady modeling agency. So I like that. And it has a silhouette lady, but she's sitting down like the trucker lady sitting down.
Oh, yeah.
They're using that silhouette.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And he's about to relaunch that. So it gave me that feel, but I was just curious. And, when it's something to marketing and branding, that's some of the things corporate America advertisers want to know.
Right.
Based on that, I remember I worked for a company called Serious Pimp. And we put Snoop Dogg and Bishop Don Juan, the vice president of the company, influencer, out there. And what happened was people don't know that Bishop Don Juan really knows the Bible back and forth, and he was our spiritual advisor on tour bus. Just because you see the persona, it's not what it was when it was injected and around us. He always gave us a prayer before a show and blessed the bus. It was that. So when we did the Serious Pimp thing, the word pimp, because you think the word pimp was really power in my prayer. So that was So you turn it this way. You're looking at it this way, but you can turn it in the front. So you just learn to, that's why I asked you, how'd you come up with that? You can always reverse the mind thought.
Right.
But I want to commend you on coming together and doing that.
I've thought about changing it, but...
You already branded it.
You
already branded it. No, you run with what you
brand.
branded.
And the only reason I thought about it was because some of the women that I speak to, like I did an event in Phoenix, and it was a goddess brunch. And some of the people that were on the panel were like Tara Wallace from Love and Hip Hop. There were doctors. There were pastors' wives. But I'm educating them in regards to the marijuana industry. And, I'm explaining to them, this is a new form of medication. It's going to be everywhere in mainstream pretty soon. So let me educate you on the uses of it and, how it benefits you.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, I want to thank you for coming in. What's the future for Dirty Girls Edibles?
So for the future, we have our own apparel line. We're working on a website where we'll have our CBD products.
Okay.
And then eventually we'll expand to THC products.
There it is.
I have a few CBD shops in other states that I work with currently.
It's growing.
Yes.
It's growing.
It is growing.
I want to commend you on that. And you brought us some treats here.
Yes, I'm
going to be careful on the Dirty Girl lollipop.
The lollipops are really light compared to the popcorn. So most people, they'll say, oh, I make things, but they only can make something with butter.
Yeah.
I make a variety. So I might infuse oil for something.
Absolutely.
I might infuse butter for something else. I
Right.
might infuse milk for something else.
Yes.
So the lollipops aren't made from the same product that the popcorn is made from.
I love
the
it.
popcorn is made from butter, so it's going to be stronger. The lollipops aren't as strong.
Yes.
So what I do is I infuse a grain alcohol. But this is the thing. When you take alcohol and cook it at a certain temperature, it burns off.
Right down.
So I'm making lollipops. They're at 300 degrees. So when I drop that in there, alcohol actually burns off, and all you get is pure THC.
Wow. Love it.
So it's like it's a different form.
Chemistry, man.
Exactly.
Yeah. Chemistry. I love it. Well, I see the future, and I see the next phase of you. My vision is telling me to say that you're going to start packaging up your own barbecue sauce and making your own strawberry jam and peanut butter and getting it into these organic stores and these CBD stores. I see it getting packaged up at another level where it's actually readily available on a corporate standard level of like Kroger's or something like that. That's what I see.
And that's where I want to be at. I don't want to be one of those individuals who are just going from place to place trying to, you know, the secret sessions, whatever.
Yeah,
I want my mass distributed, just like you said, mass
you're
produced,
going to get that. I already see that.
distributed, and trickling down to all the dispensaries.
I met a young lady, African American, I must say. She had her own tea, flavored tea. She packaged it, got it together, got it into one Stater Brothers from the manager. Gave her one little section in the tea section. That thing's worth a lot of money. That row.
Right. Exactly.
Gave her the one row. Sold out in 2 days. They called her back. She brought another 12 or 13 for that row. Sold out. That manager told another manager at another store, hey, you know, give her opportunity as an independent vendor. Now she's a corporate vendor. Now she's selling cases and cases to distribute it strictly at Stater Brothers. You know what I mean? So just some of the stories that I see, and I see a very positive future. And I want to thank you for coming in.
Well, thank you for
Parting Works. Let's give out your social media content
so if
we can catch
for
you.
Me, you can find me at Dirty Girl Edibles #1
Okay.
on social media.
Okay. And Dirty Girls 2 was yours, but something happened, so you can get your followers to follow you over there.
Yes.
Okay.
We were hacked.
You had your Instagram. You got Facebook.
No.
You
Don't
got
have
a Twitter.
Facebook. No.
Okay, we're going to help NUGL. We're going to help you step your game up on that level, assist you in getting you branded in all the aspects of social media networking. Okay. Let's give it up for Dirty Girl. See you, Denise. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure. You're going to come back again. We're going to do a product review.
Yes.
We like to do our thing and bring a gang of product out.
Okay.
You know, I'm more likely with the flour, but you know, hey,
he will.
I seen that popcorn.
Exactly. We're going to get you in the product review.
You would be surprised the men that like popcorn, or I have band members who they love the lollipops because they can just sit there and
go,
you know, and they can have it in their mouth. They don't have to worry about holding a blunt or a joint or whatever. It's discreet. Girls love them.
Love it.
You know.
I
So
thank you again.
Thank you for having me.
Come back. Hey, 30.